Ben Marshall for radioparts.com.au, and here's a quick look at the DOSS DPS300 power station. Alright, so let me start by saying that the DOSS DPS300 power station is a product that I hope none of you never need, but I know that probably most of you will. The idea behind it is that it is a Jumpstarter for your car battery. It's a compressor that can charge, that can pump up the tyres on your car or bike, as well as being a power source for 12-volt DC products as well. So let's look at those in a little bit more detail. Inside the unit and powering it is a 12-volt sealed lead acid battery. Now those batteries straight out of the box may be slightly discharged, so it's important that you charge this thing up for a full 28 hours before you use it the first time. Now the idea behind that is it will charge it up to its maximum. It will get it ready to go and ready to operate. Every time you operate and use this unit, you want to charge it up again to full, which takes about 20 to 24 hours. Now sealed lead acid batteries also self-discharge over time, so every 2 or 3 months you want to recharge this battery or recharge this station to make sure that it's ready when you need it. So chuck it into the garage, get it plugged in and ready over a weekend, put it back in the car or truck on a Monday morning, and off you go again. Now it comes with a 240 volt power supply, so you can just plug that straight into the charging jack at the front. It also allows you to charge it using the 12 volts on a battery of a car or a truck or caravan or something like that one. Just be careful if you do that if you flatten the battery in your car from charging this unit, then you're going to need the jump station to charge or to start the battery in your car again. But then this thing will be going flat, so you need to charge that up, which means flattening the battery in your car, which means you need the jump starter, which means you need to charge the jump starter, which means flattening the car, and suddenly we're stuck in an endless cycle. So be a little bit smart about how you use it. There's a 12 volt appliance socket on the front of the unit, so you've got the ability to plug in something like this little unit here. It's a USB power supply, cigarette lighter adapter, so I can charge my phone or tablet off that one very, very simply. Now that adapter doesn't come with it, but speak to your friendly Radio Parts salesperson about buying one of those for yourself. The main feature on this unit is the Jumpstarter itself, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown on that. Basically it's a 300 amp cranking current, and it should be enough for most small to medium sized batteries in cars, small vans, four-wheel drives, that sort of thing. But if you're driving a big truck, a large four-wheel drive or a tank, then you might want to look at another Jumpstarter in our range. It might not have enough current for you. I'm not going to show you how the Jumpstarter works exactly, because number one, each vehicle is set up differently. Whether you've got a positive ground or a negative ground, whether you've got an ECU, electronic brain to your car that might be affected if you jumpstart it, you want to be very, very careful about what you do. So read your vehicle manual before you try it out. And number two, the device the car I'd use to test it on is my work Ford Mondeo. And you need to remove a whole heap of plastic covers, guards, warning plates and terminal covers before you even have access to the battery. I like you guys, but I'm not going through that much effort just to be able to show you how to use this thing. The last thing on here is that it also has an air compressor. So you've got a pressure gauge on this side and power switch for it. And if I take the clamps off here, you've got the air compressor hose coming out from underneath it. Now it's a 260 psi compressor, so it should have enough juice again for small to medium sized cars, car tyres. You've also got a range of valve stem adapters, so that allows you to plug, to connect to things like, soccer balls, bike tyres, motorbike tyres, and so on. Maybe even an exercise ball if you feel inclined. That all comes in the unit with it. If you're doing a lot of serious off-roading and you need to inflate and deflate your tyres, you need to talk to us about a more serious compressor. 260 is great for small applications, but for big ones you want something more serious. And one last thing, the voltage, current and pressure and air pressure coming out of this unit can all be very dangerous, so read the manuals and warnings carefully and don't give it to a child to use. So that was just an overview of the DOSS DPS300 power station. Don't forget to like this video on YouTube. You can also subscribe there if you want to see videos like this one in future, or comment. I'd love to have your comments on any of our videos so far. You can also head over to our Facebook page, just search for Radio Parts, and you can also follow us on Twitter for updates like this one in the future, as well as product specials and other benefits of being a friend of Radio Parts. Thanks and have a fantastic day.